Alright guys, we got finished up with the last one we was on there. Moved down here about 50 miles on down the road. Um, Moved on this next one. It's a smaller track too, but man, I'm telling you what, it is stacked. As you can see, that side's garbage, but it don't belong to us. That little, that's the property line. Can't see it from here so much. There's a few good ones you can see in there, but that side's stacked full. It's only about 11 and a half, 12 acres, something like that. Uh, I think it's standing about 15,000 feet to the acre, plus the wood. It's a clear cut type deal. Same as the last one. Uh, so we are moving down in here. Unfortunately, it was nowhere to yard due to property lines and everything up at the entrance where I'd like to have yarded. So we had to come all the way back here to the back to find enough flat to move into. So that leaves us with about a quarter of a mile of dirt road. Been really dry. We've been fortunate. It's been dry, getting too dry actually. We could use some rain, but that will hurt your trucking if we do get some rain, because it won't have no gravel. But yeah, we're just now getting moved in. We got our landing cleared off here. I mean, we had to clear off just right out in the middle of timber. We'll get our loader set up and get started pulling. But man, I mean, this thing, like I say, this up here is kind of the scruffier stuff. But on that slope, it is just ate up with whoppers. Big white oak, red oak, poplar. So you get up there 15,000 feet or so to the acre. It's a pretty good stand of timber. So should do all right on this one. All right, guys. We got started on the lower end there the other day. I hadn't got no video of that, but we moved down on this. Finished that other little track. Moved down on this track. It's only like 11 and a half acres or something. It's a clear cut deal as well. But this baby's stacked. I mean, the video don't do it justice. I mean, them look like little trees, but I'm telling you, this honey's stacked with them. It's I think it's laying about 15,000 foot to the acre is what it cruised at. Pretty good. It's kind of a long, skinny track. Gee, I mean, this big timber. I mean that, like that red oak right there. I mean, it's got them stacked in here. And you look out through there, you know, at a distance, those poplars look small, but they're all 27, 28 inches at the stump, most of them. Some down at 22, 24. Now this, you know, the downside is the majority of the timber laid. This right here is not too bad, but you get kind of right over in there. It's pretty steep. It goes down into a creek. The creek is the property line. So it's a little steep. I mean, that hickory right there, that hickory, I mean, I'd say from here, that hickory's probably 26 to 28 the stump. But look at this rascal. I mean, that son of a gun is tall. Don't down here, hickory don't pay much. Of course, I get paid whether it's that hickory or a veneer white oak, same thing. But it is what it is. Like I say, it runs off basically that little creek right down there is the property line. There's even better timber on that side. The church owns it. I think my forester is going to try to purchase the timber from them as well. And one of the crews that works for the same mill we work for is straight across the street there, cutting 50 or 60 acres, something like that. I think it's got some pretty good timber on it. So they buying some good timber in the area. This, like I say, this one ain't but 11 acres or something like that. Hopefully they'll find us a little something close by. I hate when you have to move 40 or 50 miles to cut 10, 11, 12 acre tracts. I hope they can find us something close by, keep cut down on the move. So we'll go through this pretty quick. Yeah, I mean, that's a big tree right there, and it's just, there's a bunch of them like that in here. So we'll lay these things down pretty quick and get on out of here. Like I say, this is a clear cut type of deal, so everything goes. It's a lot of the, you know, it's getting a little bit more common to see select cuts down here in the south, but generally when they buy a timber sale, it's lock, stock, and barrel. Everything. They flatten it. Well, they buy it and we flatten it, I guess I should say. There's some dandy timber. You really wouldn't think you are getting pretty far down in South Carolina having this kind of timber, but there's even a couple of pretty good walnut on it. Scattered here and there. It's a nice four-wheeler trail. But then you got them, you can't see it, tell it, but them old South Carolina gullies and ravines. Things would swallow a skidder up. You gotta work around them old things. But it's pretty dandy stand of timber. I was pretty tickled to get it. A little aggravating, you know, just long and skinny like that. You're working on property lines on about the whole thing. Unfortunately, there's a right down here on our lower section where we've been working, there's a housing development. I mean, we're cutting right in their backyard, so they've been real nice, seems like. But there you get a crowd of folks out there wanting to watch you every day, and that's fine as long as they stay kind of out of our way over in their yard. You know, little kids, they come over or they stay in their yard and watch it. You know, something kids don't see every day. Hopefully kind of lets them see a different part of life. Right here's our little old wet little drain right there. Property line runs it. But up in there, it does get steep. But the timber's good. Dandy, as a matter of fact. I hadn't actually walked down in here. He come by and flagged the rest of this line for me the other day. And I hadn't been down in here. I knew it was on the creek basically, but right in there some little smaller poplars, but I think we can get our bale down here and cut all that pretty easily. Yeah, there's some little old patch of itty bitty poplars there. Be nice to something to leave, but that ain't what they bought it for, so stick him in the dirt too. That's all pulpwood, which they pay for the pulpwood and the stumpage. But hardwood pulpwood down here right now is tight. They ain't the chip mills just ain't getting no quota for their chips, so they're backed up. The one mill we normally haul to, they've got hardwood pulpwood stacked everywhere, and they finally cut me off Monday. Said we couldn't haul none the rest of the week, and all of this upcoming week they will be cut off. So we went south with it to another mill that was taken, and their crane went down. So I'm hoping they got it back going by Monday, which is supposed to rain Monday. But I mean, I got, oh my gosh. I mean, even just this little 2-load operator, I've already accumulated since Wednesday, I guess, 8 loads of pulpwood or something. So I'm hoping they open up so we can start moving that wood again. Yeah, this is where we're at here. As long as it don't rain too bad, and dries up, which the ground's so dry. I mean, we need some rain. If it'll dry back out pretty quick, I can grapple most of this stuff, I think. We can cut it with the cutter. And I think I can grapple the majority of it. A lot of this old stuff will have to swing around the hill. Golly, a little brushy in here. But that's what we're looking like here. Try to get this bad boy knocked out. Roll on to the next one. I'd ideally like to hopefully find something a little closer so I don't move too far. And ideally like to find something closer, and I hope to golly, what am I thinking here? Find something more than 10 or 12 acres, because that they just don't keep us busy real long. I'd like to find something, or I hope they find us something, 25, 30 acres, something like that to kind of hold us over through at least the early part of winter. Hopefully we got good truck access to the highway. That's one little bit of downside of this track. The only place to yard was back here in the very back of the unit, and it's just dirt road. We pushed out the real truck road out to the highway. So we got, I don't know, it probably close to a 1/4 mile dirt road. So when it does rain, and the other side of the road's not our property, so we can't daylight it. So if it does rain, it won't dry out for us too well. So that being said, hopefully we'll find, they'll get us a little something that's a good winter track that'll hold us over for a few weeks. Or actually, I'd really like to stay on something until February-ish or something like that. Carry us through most of the winter anyway. And down here, once you get into February, you start breaking pretty good usually. Especially late February, being farther south versus being at home. So we're going to try to do what we do, but this is what we're at. This is what we're on right now. We've probably already put out 15 loads or something like that, maybe. Got wood stacked up everywhere down there, but yeah. So y'all have a good weekend. As always, get your grill out. Throw some steaks, hamburgers, hot dogs, Vienna wieners. I don't care what you grill out. Just get that grill out and let her eat. Y'all have a good one, and we'll catch you next time. If y'all don't mind, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.